Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for quarter three of. I'm losing my mind. Apparently, I already forgot. But quarter three of 2023, we are going to see. This is for July through September, and we're going to see what comes up for you. You have this wishbone card, and it says "A wish granted," and then you have this flag card that says "Do not be tempted to lower your standards." So again, if you're wishing for something, I feel like you need to be like unapologetic in what you are asking for. I feel like you really need to kind of like go for what you are asking for here. And again, like don't settle on anything. It's like sometimes I think we want to make a certain amount of money in life, and then we're like, but I'd be happy with this amount. And I feel like this is saying no. you need to go for exactly what you are asking for and nothing less. And so I would really go for the gold here because it looks to me like there's some sort of like wish coming in for you. And I feel like you need to realize that. Same thing in love. It's like you might have certain desires in love, and I feel like you need to make sure, obviously you have to do the things to get that, but I feel like it's available to you, like a really solid relationship or, whatever the case may be. You have the Four of Cups, the Temperance card, and the Chariot here. I do feel like you're trying to turn something around with that Temperance card. The Temperance is a card of alchemy. It's a card of turning one thing into another. So I do feel here that you are trying to like turn something around. There's also this path here, and I'll show you over here. You see this path with the crown. This is called the path to glory. It's like a path to some sort of achievement or something you want. So I kind of feel like you've been, kind of going back and forth. You see how the angel is like 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water. It's like you're trying to kind of mix things together, or you've been doing some experimenting in like maybe business or work. It kind of does look like maybe business or work because we go 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. It would not surprise me here is like if you make some sort of big change in your business or your career over this quarter. I would actually say the next 6 months. I know this is a quarterly reading, but I kind of feel like this is something you could be working on for the rest of this year, if not into next year even. But it's like do I feel bad about the 5 of Pentacles? I would say no. Like I feel like that 5 of Pentacles is just that you can do more. It's just that simple, right? And so I feel like there's like a lot of great creations that maybe you have on your mind or things that you want to do. And that 5 of Pentacles is really saying to me, you just know that you're capable of doing more. You have the 4 Cups here. 4 Cups is like disappointment, something not working out. I do feel like some of you are actually looking at a past disappointment. This could be in a love connection. And but I really feel this could be also new love coming in for you with the Page of Pentacles here. It could be a Leo. You always have Leo or fire in your readings. Could also be another earth sign so far, stands out to me. So if you want love, definitely could be a love connection. You have the Chariot. Wouldn't surprise me if you're moving. I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if any of the 12 signs were moving. We have Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus is all about freedom. As I say to everyone, Uranus and Taurus will make people move. We have Uranus and Taurus for another few years here. And I think that it makes people just have this craving for freedom. Your next card is this horse spirit that says freedom is yours. So if you're living somewhere where you like feel restricted or you feel like you can't have the things that you want and desire, then, again, it just wouldn't surprise me if you were moving. It wouldn't surprise me if you were traveling. I do also feel like there is some sort of victory in your abundance. Chariot is a victory. You have the 5 of Pentacles, but then you go to the Empress. It's like you're discovering something or figuring something out financial. I do feel like a big part of this reading is that you are discovering like how to be abundant in like what it is that you do. This could be in your career or in your business or, whatever the case may be. But let's see where this is going. I'm using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun to clarify this reading. With the 4 Cups, you have this impulsiveness card here. For some of you, I would be careful of being impulsive, although this impulsiveness card, it has this it has this horseshoe and it's in the right direction. It's in the positive direction. So I feel like there could be a lot of luck here, but I would be careful of being impulsive. With the Temperance card, you have this acquisition card. I definitely feel that there could be a good match coming in for you in love. This is like my fancy couple card. It could also be a Taurus that's coming in for you. Earth definitely stands out to me. So if it's not an earth sign, I would say it's a person who has a lot of earth in their chart, but it could be a Taurus. And this is like I said, this is my fancy couple card. And so I feel like there could be a very solid connection coming in for some of you. if you want love. And it's like a good match. I feel like you've had to be patient. It's taken time, but it looks like something that's coming in here. With the Chariot, you have this ostentation card, which, look, there are like 2 chariots on this ostentation card. This card says that this is real, this is fake. So make sure that you are kind of moving towards things that are real. I also feel like this is saying, for those of you in work or business, I kind of get this feeling that, I feel like it's saying, like, don't disappoint yourself. As in, like, maybe you think something is going to be much better than it actually is, which, not a bad thing is what I would say. But I would also say, like, for some of you, it's like, I kind of get this feeling here that you might be working on things that require maybe more work than you actually think. And I do feel like this is saying that doesn't mean you should quit. It just means that, maybe things aren't all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. You have to, like, put in a little bit of extra work and you'll be fine. Next, in the area of what you need to hear right now, you have this hawk spirit. It says, let spirit be your guide. You have this horse spirit. It says, freedom is yours. So I feel like spirit is guiding you towards more freedom. Especially I'm getting with your feelings. Like, if you've been feeling like, oh, I need to move, or, oh, I need to travel, then the answer is yes, you do. If you feel like something is restricting you, like your job, and you've been feeling like, oh, I need to get a new job, then the answer is yes, you need to get a new job. I feel like it's just that simple with these 2 cards. It's like, literally, it's saying to me, the universe is like saying, like, hey, there's something better over here, but you have to make this change. So I would make the changes necessary. You have the Page of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Strength card. I would do as much research as you can right now into new ideas. Page of Swords is like the true detective of the tarot, so, definitely would be a good time to do research. I would also be careful of, like, pregnancy if you're not trying to get pregnant right here. Page of Swords is a card of the child, and the Empress is the mother. So, again, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful. It seems to be a very fertile time. Like, other people that I've done these readings for so far have also had, like, warnings about pregnancy. You have the 5 of Pentacles here. It's like, I feel like you are fearing that you're not going to get the things you want in life. It's very specific, like the feeling that I'm getting off of this 5 of Pentacles in your reading. It's almost like, I'm not really getting, like, left out in the cold, although some of you, I'm not saying that you haven't been left out in the cold, maybe you have, but I feel like there's a bigger picture thing going on here where it's like, your fear, I feel like there's something you want to accomplish, something that you see that would make you feel like you're a success in life, right here, success, right here, big time success, glow up, energy with the Empress, and also a lot of abundance. So it's like you have I think that there's something where you're like, if I never achieve this, that would be horrible. It's like, I feel like you have those thoughts, or maybe it's not that dramatic, but I'm just saying, like, I think there's some things that you're like, man, if I never have these, X, Y, and Z in my life, I really feel that would make me feel like I'm being left out in the cold. I feel like you've been very patient, so maybe you're getting a little bit worried because of the amount of time that something has taken. Like, maybe you're trying to build a business and you're like, is this ever going to happen? That's kind of like the feeling I get on the 5 of Pentacles. Same thing in love. It's like, maybe you've been dating or whatever, and you're like, is this ever going to happen? Am I ever going to meet a person that I truly desire? So, I kind of get that type of fear popping up on the 5 of Pentacles, but let's see. With the Page of Swords, you have the Romance card. Yes, this is like the best love card in this deck. It kind of reminds me of the Two of Cups. Those people look very similar to the people on the Two of Cups. This is also Venus and Taurus, so you have a ton of Taurus cards here. It would not surprise me if you were attracting a Taurus or someone with Taurus in their chart. Take it how it resonates, but this is a very good love card, very good connection. So, I feel that for some of you. For others, it might not even be love. You could just be being attracted to an idea. The 7 of Cups is kind of being spoiled for choice, but that guy on the 7 of Cups, he has an idea of something that he wants to accomplish in his life. And so, again, you could just be being attracted to an idea, and I would trust that attraction. With the 5 of Pentacles, you have this Restlessness card, yes. Exactly what I said. When I was talking about that 5 of Pentacles, I really get this feeling. Obviously, if you feel like you're not going to have something that you really, really want, that's going to make you restless. So, I would, like, channel that restless energy. I wouldn't just sit around and be restless. Like, if there's something you want, instead of being restless, do something that can move you one step closer to whatever you're being restless about, right? With the Strength card, you have the Intuition card. Yes, I feel like you need to trust your intuition. We are in a very, very intuitive time. So whatever your intuition is telling you as far as, like, the direction you need to take in your life, if you're getting messages in your dreams, in your daydreams, if you're seeing repeating numbers, all that stuff I would be really, really paying attention to at this time, because I feel like it's trying to guide you. Next, in the area of the unexpected, if I can get this card, you have this Alliance card. It says a strength and success. You have this Gate card that says opportunity and home. Again, I feel that there could be is it really unexpected? I would say not like totally unexpected, but I do feel like some of you could have like a random opportunity to get a job that would require a move. I don't think it's totally unexpected, because again, if that is for you, I feel like you've been looking. It's like you've been looking for a job, or you've been looking to do it, but I just feel like it's finally showing up here. I do also feel that there could be a home-based opportunity, so you could be working from home, and I do see a lot of success coming in for you rather quickly. You have the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So again, Six of Wands is a card of achievement, success, and getting attention. But I wouldn't say that, again, I wouldn't say this is quick success. I feel like this is something you've been working for many, many years, and it's just catching up. I feel like I said this to you in like your last reading, or maybe the last few readings. I really get this energy of things all of a sudden, it's like the energy all of a sudden is, kind of catching up to you, or it's like you're finally getting what you've been working for all along. So, is it really unexpected? I would say probably not. Is it really happening quickly? No, because I feel like it's happened, it's taken like years and years and years of work or education or something like that. But it's like there's definitely a success here. You have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel financial success for you as well, Virgo. Like whatever you're doing, to be financially successful is clearly going to be working for you. I feel like you need to like put more work into, kind of your talents. I'm pretty sure I've said this to you as well, but going this way, we go to the Magician. The Magician is showing up in the area of the good stuff in this reading, but he has mastery over all the suits in the tarot. He is very, very skilled. So I would make sure that you're using all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to become successful. You have the Empress, so it doesn't matter what gender you are, but if you're looking for love, I feel like you could be very attractive at this time. So, obviously get out there, meet new people, do whatever you can to find a person. There's clearly a new person coming in for you. Again, Taurus stands out like crazy in this reading. It could also, it could be any sign, Aquarius, could be just an earth sign in general, or someone with a bunch of earth in their chart. Take it how it resonates, but, definitely a person who's interested in you, so I would get out there. I also feel like you're creating a ton of abundance. Obviously, Eight of Pentacles and the Empress is like your hard work paying off. So if you've been like working towards anything or trying to create more abundance in your life, clearly that is like working out for you here. So let's see. With the Empress, you have this adaptability card. Yeah, you have to be adaptable. I know, Virgo, right? You might have to be flexible and do things differently, right? So don't be afraid to, don't be afraid to change your plans. If one way to do something doesn't work, that doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It just means the way you're doing it isn't working. So, make sure to be flexible. And again, with the Magician right next to it, again, you have mastery over all the suits. Make sure you're using all your skills. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Patience card. I feel like you've been very patient, as I already stated. I feel like you've really been putting in the work and like trying to become more successful. This card always reminds me of Nine of Pentacles. This is Jupiter and Taurus. Jupiter and Virgo, this card. So, really good abundant card for you, but I would definitely practice like gratitude at this time. It is popping into my head. Even though this card isn't the Nine of Pentacles, it still reminds me of it. And, I would just say the whole point of the Nine of Pentacles is to be grateful for what you have right now. And then when you're grateful, you attract more things to be grateful about, right? With the Six of Wands, you have this Authority card here. I feel like you need, number one, I would like be careful of thinking that you have to follow certain rules, or that things have to go a certain way, like in your business or whatever. I would be careful of comparing yourself to other people. That's definitely popping into my head with this card. I think there's a million ways to do anything you want to do, and I would just stay open to all the different ways of doing things. I also feel like you could be becoming an authority. Again, that on the Six of Wands, he is kind of like on this high horse here. He's being celebrated, but he's like the authority. So if you are trying to become like an authority in work or business or career or anything like that, I feel like you are becoming the authority is what this is saying. Next, you have this Deep Knowing card and this Message in a Bottle card showing up here. This is showing up in the good stuff. The Message in a Bottle card is like literally could be a message coming in for you, and especially because you have the Page of Pentacles, which could also be a message that you are receiving from a person. I definitely feel you could be attracting love here, and a person could be messaging you if you don't already have it in your life. The deep knowing card is just knowing that something is going to be successful. I've been saying for like the past 2 years, the quickest way to become successful at this time is to just believe something so deeply that you literally make it happen. You have the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. I always pull the card that he's pointing to, which I feel like is this one right here for whatever reason, and there you go. You have this coins card. It says luck and money on it. So clearly you are attracting luck and money with the with the Magician. I also feel you could be attracting love into your life or communication if you are hoping for love. But again, the Magician, he represents reinvention. I'm pretty sure in your last reading, I was saying for mid-June, I was saying, or maybe it was, I don't remember what it was, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure in one of your last readings, I was saying that you need to, or you are reinventing yourself at this time. That snake around his waist, it represents the fact that he's becoming something different. He is willing to change his energy to get what he wants. And so, I feel like you could be reinventing yourself. You have the Page of Pentacles. I definitely feel communication. Again, if you are looking for love, I definitely feel this could be a person who's coming in for you, a person who's going to be communicating with you, definitely new love. And it just feels like a really good connection. So, go for it. Don't really know what else to say. I do feel like you're going to have to learn a lot about this person. So, if you're meeting a new person, it might be someone who, you've just never dated before, or like a type of person that you've never dated before. I don't know. I'm getting something about learning here. It won't be boring. I'll say that. It'll probably be very exciting and, a lot to learn. I also feel if you're trying to increase your finances, learn as much as you can. You have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, of course, is a card of being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options. So I feel like you have a lot of options, or there's like a lot of different things that you could be doing here in your life or with your life. And that's exactly what I'd be doing with the Seven of Cups. I would be like practicing new things. I would be learning new things. I would also say that I feel like you could be manifesting a dream on Earth. Those Seven Cups, they exist up here. He's like imagining something that he could have in his life. But if you notice, there are like good things and bad things in those cups. So it kind of says he could attract good things or bad things into his life. And, really it's showing up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you are attracting something good in your life. But I also feel more importantly is that you're bringing something down to earth. Again, with the Seven of Cups, we need to bring something down to earth. It just exists up here until we start bringing it down. With the Magician, you have this indecision card. So, showing up in the good stuff. I feel like you could be overcoming indecision and making a choice. And, I feel like, I don't know what to say. I think that's a good thing. There's like this angel over here. So I feel like you are being guided. Clearly you have that spirit guidance card, the hawk spirit or whatever it was. With the Page of Pentacles, you have this generosity card. Very interesting. The readings that have had love in them, it seems to me like it's just like a time maybe where, I don't know. Maybe we're just attracting very generous people, or it could just be a time where people are being more generous or whatever the case may be. But, several signs there's this card, there's like a charity card in here, and there's another one that I can't remember. But it's like every single sign I've read for that's had love in a reading, it's been clarified by one of these cards. So, it seems to me like, it could be a collective energy where collectively we're just attracting more generous people. With the Seven of Cups, the whole entire freaking reading was about resourcefulness, basically, or being resourceful. We are in a time of resourcefulness where it's like nothing is just going to fall into our laps. We have to really kind of like use our energy. We have to come up with new ways of doing things, and we really need to tap into our resources. The Magician is all about resourcefulness. Like, he uses all his talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, which I definitely feel that you need to use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to get this money or whatever it is that you want. So let's see, Virgo. We're pulling 5 main themes. Are you kidding? You have this money card. So definitely a really good time for money for you. And again, like I said at the beginning of the reading, I feel like you need to be unapologetic. Like, you need to go for whatever you're asking for, right? And don't limit yourself. You have this thought card. I don't know. I feel like you are deep in thought at this time. You have that restlessness card. So, I would be careful of getting trapped in thought. I would make sure that, if you're thinking about doing something with your life, or, I don't know, taking a risk or starting a business, whatever, I feel like this is saying, like, start putting things into action. You can think about things all day long. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups literally says you can think about things all day long. You can imagine the good, the bad, the ugly, but until you put something into practice, until you do something, you're not going to know. So, I feel like it's time to take action. You have this sorrow card. I do feel some of you are getting over a loss. from the past, but it doesn't seem to be a major focus in your reading. I'm going to clarify it. Yeah, you have this widower card, so some of you could have experienced a loss, or maybe you feel like someone really, really left you out in the cold. I would be careful of allowing that to affect new relationships. You have this servant card here. Again, if you're attracting love, I feel like you're attracting someone who really does want to serve you. I'm not saying they're going to be your servant, but I'm saying, like, I feel like you two will want to serve each other, and that could be a good thing. That could be a difference compared to other relationships. It's like, I think if you are with a person, you actually want to be good to them, want to serve them. That's probably, and if they're doing the same thing, you're exchanging energy, then I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing, right? And finally, you have this faithfulness card, definitely attracting someone very faithful. I want to clarify this for some reason. Hold on. I need to mix this up one more time, but let's see. You have a card wanting to pop out here as well. You have this waiting card showing up here. So it's like you've been waiting for like a faithful connection if you're looking for love. Let's see. And, I can't show you this card really, but this card says despair on it. I feel like you've been waiting for faithfulness for a long time. Remember what we said earlier about how it's almost like there's something you want that you don't think exists anymore or something like that? I don't know. I kind of get that feeling here. I might not have said that to you, but it's popping into my head. So it's almost like you're waiting for something and you're like, okay, like, am I ever going to have this, this thing that I'm trying to create in my life? I feel like the answer is yes. It's like you've been waiting, but maybe you need to bring it down to earth with that 7 of Cups. All in all, this is pretty good. Love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your quarter.